That morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed feel like torture. The afternoon energy crash that hits you like a brick wall. What if it's not just getting older? What if part of the main culprit is hiding in plain sight, right there in your freezer? I'm Dr. John Miller from Oak Lane Wellness Clinic, and I see this every single day. This isn't some grand conspiracy. It's simply that many convenient frozen foods are designed for shelf life, not for our health life after 60. Some of these foods can quietly spike your blood pressure. Others, according to research studies, are linked to a 30% higher risk of heart failure. Today, we're going to open that freezer door together. We'll look at 4 common health traps and 4 simple, powerful swaps that could make all the difference. And when we get to swap number 2, how you think about a quick lunch might change forever. But first, I'm really curious. What's the one frozen food you just can't live without? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Morning is when our bodies need clean fuel. But so often we reach for these frozen pastries. They're quick, they're sweet, but they're an energy trap. Think about your car's engine. These pastries are like pouring a mixture of sugar and low-grade oil into your gas tank. It might run for a short stretch, but then it gets sluggish and smoky. For our bodies, that shows up as feeling wiped out, foggy-headed, and joints that start creaking before 10 a.m. The hydrogenated oils make our cell membranes less flexible. The insulin spike creates an energy roller coaster that nobody wants to ride. Let me tell you about Arthur, a retired carpenter, 68 years old. Arthur loves crafting wood in his workshop, but he told me his fingers felt stiff as boards every morning. His breakfast? A frozen apple pastry with a cup of coffee, quick and simple so he could get right to his workshop. Here's the smart swap: frozen berries. These beauties are frozen at their ripest moment, locking in antioxidants and vitamins. Those deep blues and reds you see are called anthocyanins. Think of them like a gentle fire department for your body, helping to calm inflammation in your joints. They give you natural sweetness without that blood sugar roller coaster. I suggested Arthur try one small change. Replace that pastry with a bowl of Greek yogurt and a scoop of frozen berries. No magic happened overnight. But after about a week, Arthur came back and said, "John, something strange happened. That morning brain fog of mine seems to have lifted a bit." That was step 1. Many of us grew up with pot pies. They bring back cozy feelings. But the modern frozen version is often a sodium bomb. One small pie can pack more than half the sodium you should have in an entire day. That extra salt forces your body to hold water, like a sponge. This puts pressure on your blood vessels, making your heart work harder. If you've ever noticed your ring feeling tighter after a meal, that's the sign. Arthur was also a fan of these for lunch, quick and filling, but he often felt heavy and sleepy in the early afternoon, leaving him with no interest in working in his shop. The solution here is also about comfort, but in a healing way. Try making a big pot of lentil soup on the weekend. Lentils are quiet superheroes. They're packed with soluble fiber that works like a tiny broom, gently sweeping bad cholesterol out of your arteries. They're also rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps relax blood vessels and supports healthy blood pressure. Make a big batch, portion it out, and freeze it. You'll have convenient lunches for the whole week. Arthur was a bit skeptical at first, but he tried it. He was surprised to find he actually enjoyed it. Lunch no longer made him tired. Instead, he felt light and had steady energy to finish his small projects in the afternoon. He said having control over his meals felt wonderful. Here's the king of false convenience. The box promises a balanced meal, but often delivers a storm of sodium and processed fats. That creamy sauce isn't made from fresh cream. It's a blend of powders and stabilizers designed to survive in your freezer. The starches like pasta or rice have been pre-cooked and flash frozen, making them convert to blood sugar almost instantly. The result is feeling heavy, sluggish, and maybe an unwanted nap right after dinner. The real solution for a quick, complete dinner looks like this. Frozen salmon is an excellent source of omega-3s, crucial for brain health and reducing inflammation. Mixed frozen vegetables give you a rainbow of vitamins without any peeling or chopping. This is a real meal with real ingredients. Your brain, your heart, and your joints will thank you. Arthur and his wife Mary often relied on those microwave dinners on tired evenings. Mary noticed her ankles would often swell by evening. After switching to the salmon and roasted vegetable dinner twice a week, Mary was delighted to tell me the swelling had disappeared completely. Arthur added that he felt more clear-headed in the evenings, instead of exhausted. This is probably the hardest challenge to spot, because it hides behind a very good word: fish. We're taught that fish is good for us, and it is. But when you coat it in refined flour and fry it in industrial oils, you've accidentally removed most of the benefits. It's like taking a fresh apple and dipping it in caramel and candy coating. Technically, the apple is still there, but it's buried under sugar and fat. That crispy fried coating can cause inflammation, which is exactly what the omega-3s in the fish were supposed to fight against. Now let's talk about something that truly heals from the inside out: frozen bone broth. This isn't a new trend. It's ancient wisdom packaged for modern life. When bones are slow-simmered, they release collagen, glycine, and minerals. Think of collagen as natural glue that keeps the cartilage in your knees and wrists cushioned and flexible. Drinking a warm cup of bone broth is like giving your body the building blocks it needs to repair itself. This was Arthur's biggest change. The aching in his wrists and knees was what bothered him most. On my suggestion, he started replacing his afternoon tea habit with a warm cup of bone broth. He said, "John, after about a month I realized something. I could pick up my hammer without wincing anymore. That sharp pain in my knee when I stood up had eased. It didn't disappear completely, but it got better. For Arthur, that meant he could keep doing what he loved. So, there we have it. 4 simple swaps. Drop the pastries, choose berries. Drop the pot pies, choose lentil soup. Drop the microwave meals, choose salmon and vegetables. Drop the breaded fish, choose healing bone broth." Arthur's story wasn't a miracle. It was the result of small, smart choices made consistently. Health at this age isn't about finding a silver bullet, but building a strong shield, one meal at a time. I'm not asking you to change everything overnight. That's overwhelming. Instead, I challenge you to try one of these swaps in the coming week. Just one. Let me know in the comments below, which swap will you try? I'd love to hear about your journey. Remember, every small step you take to care for yourself is a victory. You have more control over your health than you think. Thank you for taking time for your health today.